I'm here with Harold Savrick, who has been nominated by his colleagues at Henry Snyder High School as Teacher of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you teach?
Well, again, I'm Harold Savrick, Snyder High School. I'm a special ed math teacher. Pretty much done it all. I've done inclusion, I've done resource, and departmental, mostly geometry, algebra 2. This is my 22nd year in the building.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I've been here, quite some time. But yeah, that's a little background of who I am and what I do here.
Did you always want to be a teacher?
Honestly, not from the start. I was always great working with kids. One of my first jobs was actually my cousin ran a party business, and I would make balloon animals. I would dress up in costumes. I was always around children, and I think that was my passion. Even one of my first other jobs was I was working at Burger King, and we had the special ability bowling camp come in on Saturdays and Sundays, and I was always working with them. Just hanging out, talking to them. But I always had a passion for communicating and working with children.
Oh. Did you have teachers who inspired you?
I can't name just one. If I had to name one, it'd probably be my older sister, who is also a Jersey City public school teacher.
Oh, okay.
She's a couple years older than me. I won't give the age out.
No?
But yeah, so again, I had that background, that passion for teaching, just that, working with children. And she pretty much, I was in college, she said, well, think about teaching. You're great with kids, you're great, you like sports, you like your technology. What about teaching? And I said, you know what? Here I am.
Here you are. Well, your sister saw what was important in you, just your colleagues. So how do you make your students feel connected and engaged in the content?
This is who I am. I'm math. I need to make it as real as possible. Really, no pun intended, but you have to think outside the box. But again, just making that real life connection. Generally speaking, my classes are, very male heavy. A lot of athletes. If I can relate something to sports, athletics, that's where I'm going.
That's where you're going.
Yes.
Do you coach or?
I'm actually the esports coach here.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Been doing that for about 5 years. I started, right around the COVID, right around 2020. Brought home 2 state championships.
Yes.
Yes. And again, we're just building on that, year in and year out.
Well, that's such a new field. Well, for me, it's new. I was there at the onset of the esports, but it really appeals and it provides the teamwork of sports for students who like gaming.
Right. A lot of unsung heroes in this building, whether, it's on the track, a field, any, court field. But now, you have those individuals that don't want to do, be out in the public and they're behind closed scenes, makes them feel at home, feel that camaraderie,
And it is. It's engagement, teamwork. Were you there when they won the championships?
I sure was, yes. I have the 2 belts in the room, right, on the 3rd floor. Absolutely, yeah, great pride, again, where we started to where we are now, just building up, whether it's the titles, the enrollment, it's blown up. It's in a positive way.
That's excellent. We want to keep students engaged and find their passion.
Right.
Because it's always the way to get to the content through their passion. So as you share this love with your students, how do you get them engaged?
The engagement, again, we're living in the 21st century, so technology is heavy, and we have to use it in, the proper way.
Yes.
Just whether it's me recording lessons, whether it's, the note-taking or just videos or, whatever it may be, I think technology is where, everyone's going.
Yeah. Not going away.
Absolutely not. And again, just want to have them, career ready as well. I always try to, lay that, this carrot, in front of their heads, just hey,
before they know.
Absolutely. It's going to fly by.
It's going to fly by. We do know that from adulthood. So how about the families? How do you reach out to them?
Again, technology, emails, calls. If I can't get in contact with a parent, I'm reaching out to the CIT. We have a great support system here at Snyder High School. I'm reaching out, to how I can get in contact with this parent. Sometimes the numbers are disconnected, right? So I'm reaching out to, every outlet I possibly can, staying in contact. I will not just reach out for parents for negative, behaviors. I will reach out for positive as well.
Oh, that I was trying to get you there. So what would you say to the community about your students and what they bring and how they grow and succeed?
Again, as I mentioned with the esports team, I mean, there's a ton of unsung heroes, whether it's athletics or academics. They need to see, from outside the box, and they need to look in. I mean, there's tons of great students in this building that, go above and beyond. I mean, as you look here in the studio, I'm lucky enough to talk about Snyder High School.
Yes.
But I have a few students in the background.
It's
But
okay, don't worry. Especially high school people have plugged their high school, so I'm not going to deny you that chance. They do.
I was going to wear my tiger stripes, but I said, let me wear the blue.
Yeah.
But again, all the students in this building, they're just picking up, pieces left and right, helping, the teachers, helping each other, all the different clubs we have in this school, they're committed to everything in this building.
So it's great to know that. And obviously you're committed, and it shows through your interview, and that your colleagues found you to be the best person to represent
I appreciate
them.
it.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
It is obvious why they would recommend you. So best of luck.
Thank you very much.